الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. سهل أمورنا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Alhamdulillah, as you know, we are alhamdulillah starting the last 10 days of Ramadan. The reason that I'm smiling is not that we are actually getting closer to the Eid. Maybe you had one of the reasons, so definitely. Nah. But, you know, because Allah Azza wa Jal is so merciful. Yesterday I talked a little bit about the istighfar, that Allah Azza wa Jal Ghafur Rahim. The ayah we mentioned from Surah Zumur. قُلْ يَا عِبَادِيَ الَّذِينَ أَسْرَفُوا عَلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ لَا تَقْنَطُوا مِنْ رَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ. We mentioned this ayah of Allah calling the servant, all his servants. Do not despair of the mercy of Allah. Allah Azza wa Jal forgive all the sins. So that's ayah, and I will link it with tonight, because the last 10 nights, here when it comes the rahmah of Allah Azza wa Jal in this blessed month. Meaning, all the months is months of rahmah and maghfirah. But this last 10 days, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam from his sunnah, he used to increase the ibadah. Meaning, alhamdulillah, we've been doing, all of us as ummah, and mashallah, may Allah accept. Everyone reading Quran, visiting the people, helping the needy, Muslim or non-Muslim people are actually doing all kind of good deeds pleasing to Allah. But in these last 10 days, usually the good runner, he wait until the last actually 50 meters, so he increase it. But if somebody actually just starts very good, then by the end he start collapsing, that's he's not good runner. And ask me, by the way, I used to play soccer, so I know what I'm talking about. 90 minutes, so you have to save some energy by the end. So for Ramadan, we have to keep that, inshallah ta'ala, rhythm, but we have to high little bit in our ibadah, besides the fasting. And the night we have to spend it more reading Quran, praying, asking Allah Azza wa Jal, because the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Aisha رضي الله عنها قالت عند البخاري كانت إذا دخلت العشر الأواخر, describing Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, أيقظ أهله وأحيا ليله. He let his family be part of this worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not only for him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He used to make sure that everybody is doing ibadah. And we should not just think about ourselves. So the sisters, they will be cooking and doing what they have to do. Let me actually do some worship. No, the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to make sure. أيقظ أهله. He used to make sure that whole family are involved in this ibadah. وأحيا ليله. He lived the night alive with the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And why? Why he did that? First of all, because the Quran was revealed in these last 10 days, which Laylatul Qadr. In Surah Dukhan, that will be recited. إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ فِي لَيْلَةٍ مُبَارَكَةٍ إِنَّا كُنَّا مُنذِرِينَ فِيهَا يُفْرَقُ كُلُّ أَمْرٍ عَظِيمٍ. And here, it's the last 10 days in Laylatul Qadr when the Quran was revealed. Yes, it's Ramadan, but Tashrif, Allah has made it for this Laylatul Qadr. The Quran was revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And he said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, من قام ليلة القدر إيمانا واحتسابا غفر له ما تقدم من ذنبه. Whoever stand up that night, worshiping Allah, asking Allah Azza wa Jal, Allah will forgive him. And he let it actually in the last 10 days. Yes, many ahadith goes to 27. The respected ulama, they said mostly it's 27. But it can be 23rd, 25th, 27, 29. And that's also for us a reminder, we should not only wait till Laylatul Qadr, and then actually we need you for sure. That night we need you. I mean we need you. We need your wallets, everything with you, inshallah, that night. We need you to be, inshallah, all of us, we have to be part of it, inshallah ta'ala. To make sure, inshallah, we build in the masjid. But also the 29. Respect after he told me, he said, why don't we do it 29? I said, definitely it's a better idea, by the way. Why? Why? Because to get the ajr, it's not after 27 when we are finished, no. The ajr you will get it till the last day of Ramadan. Yes, that's what Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, إنما يوفى أجره العامل أجره إذا أتم عمله. When you finish your work, then you get paid. We don't get paid actually before the end of the month. I don't think so. We have to wait till the end of the month, we get our paycheck. Same things here. We get the reward till the last day. So we have to increase our ibadah, and we have to make sure, inshallah ta'ala, this odd night, which is 23rd, 25th, 27th, 29th, we stay up and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is any special prayer? No. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam beautifully said to Aisha, she said, Ya Rasulullah, what shall I do that night? If it's Laylatul Qadr, let's assume it's 2 nights, for example. What shall I do? He said to her, say, Allahumma innaka afuun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. Oh Allah, you like to forgive? Forgive me. It's all what we need is forgiveness from Allah. I mean, nobody can help each other. We cannot, help each other except what Allah Azza wa Jal subhanahu wa ta'ala wants me to help you with or you help me with. But to forgive our sin is Allah Azza wa Jal. That's why we need Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. And none of us is actually a perfect or infallible person. All of us are in need of the rahmah of Allah Azza wa Jal. His maghfirah. And His maghfirah is so vast. When the Arabi, one Arabian came to the Masjid Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and by respect to you, he went to the corner and started kneel in the Masjid. The Sahaba got so mad. They want to beat him. That's the mentality of actually Sahaba at that time. Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, no, hold on, let him finish. When he finished, he said, then take a bucket of water, clean this place, and call him to me. He came, sat by Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Look how teaching of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which we should be very, very careful. The way we are actually doing da'wah, we have to follow Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He sat with him, put his hand on his shoulder. He said, Ya akh, oh brother, this place is place of worship. So for salat, dhikr, and all that. It's not for this kind of act. Nicely, he said, Wallahi, I never saw somebody teaching as Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Very gentle, soft-spoken, with a smile, by the way. Then that man said something. He said, Allahumma arhamni warham Muhammadan, wa la tarham ala ahada. Well, Allah have rahmah on me and Muhammad. That's it, and close it. There are no other person with us. Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam looked at him and said, no. He said, you made the rahmah of Allah so squeezed. Open it up a little bit. Say, oh Allah, forgive me. Forgive Muhammad, have rahmah on us and everybody else. Because the rahmah of Allah is so vast. We sometimes we think it's just for me, you. That's it. Who come to the masajid. The other one, they have no hope. That's not the case. Wallahi, we should, this is the time. Pray for ourselves and as well for the others. When we should pray for ourselves more, oh Allah, keep us in the path because we might go again. Na'udhu billah. It's only by Allah Azza wa Jal. It's not because we are so smart and we are, mashallah, dedicated to worship Allah. Others are deviant, are going to hell. No. We should hear, remember, only by Allah Azza wa Jal. Sahabi radiallahu anhu was making dua. He said, لولا الله ما صلينا لما اهتدينا ولا صلينا. If it was not Allah's help, we could not be actually worshipping Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this last 10 nights is nights of worship of Allah Azza wa Jal and praying for each other and asking the forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if Allah forgive us, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. We make sure also we are actually forgiving each other. This is the step to the maghfirah. We have to ask maghfirah also from each other. And respect each other and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to shower His mercy on all of us. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us among those who are always repenting, asking forgiveness. Yes, sir. One of our brothers, Zia, he passed away in the riverside. May Allah Azza wa Jal bless his soul. And this is also from, inshallah ta'ala, the sign of Husnul Khatimah. People who die in Ramadan, Jum'ah, or in the worship. May Allah Azza wa Jal give him Jannatul Na'im, give sabr to his family. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of us and have, inshallah, shifa and give shifa to all of our brothers who are in hospital and those who are suffering. May Allah Azza wa Jal make it easy in all of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive all of us. Wa akhir da'wana. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. After 8 rak'ah, inshallah, the dua, inshallah.